A is for Isle.
Isle.
K is for night. D is for Djibouti.
Whose booty? My booty. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Lit Fam. Gang. Now today, bro, we got another recommended channel by you guys. And it's called Vsauce. Bro, shout out Vsauce. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him if you guys like the content and everything. Now, this is an interesting person, chat, because I feel like I've seen this guy a couple times. And also, I did peep a comment that said that Vsauce was supposedly how to basic. Now, is that true? Somebody let me know, bro, because I never seen How To Basic's face, so I wouldn't know for sure. But yeah, it is a white male, so it could be him. So without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn. Let's see. All right, first one, Thermite balls.
If you smack two heavy metal balls together,
Nah, I ain't doing that.
the energy of their collision will be focused at such a small point, enough heat can be produced to literally burn a hole through paper.
What?
Try this at home. It smells like smoke.
Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna have to cut this part out. Oh, shoot, it worked. Yo, chat, this is facts.
Like smoke.
It does.
Let's make it
like
even
ball.
hotter. First, I'll need to rust up one of these balls. A bowl of water should do the trick. 10 days later, that's a rusty meatball.
I don't want to do that.
We'll wrap the other ball in aluminum foil, turn down the lights, put on some ear and eye protection, and start whacking until this happens.
Dang.
See that?
It was a spark.
Molten slag at more than 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my god, so you telling me this little thing, it makes sense though, but dude, just this little spark of thing is 4,500
is molten slag at more than
4,500 degrees. Oh my god, that's actually insane, bro. So you telling me if this like does bounce on you or touches your skin, you're pretty much cooked, right? That's 3rd degree burns automatically, or probably worse.
Now that didn't happen because I'm so strong, even though I am. It happened because the colliding balls produced the ignition temperature needed for a thermite reaction.
Thermite reaction,
Aluminum reduced the iron oxide, the rust on the ball, to form aluminum oxide, elemental iron, and much more heat than I put in.
Wow.
Now that's what I call.
This takes me back to chemistry class, bro. Holy, I definitely forgot everything in there. I'm not gonna lie, chat. You know what I'm saying? Chemistry was not my strong suit, but it was always super interesting, and I would learn it again if I had to.
Iron and much more heat than I put in. Now that's what I call exothermic redox.
Exothermic redox. Okay, so basically, yeah, smack your balls together, you'll get fire out of it, and yeah, it'll be nice, bro. You can put holes in anything, including holes in people. I don't know. 2 balls, 1 Vsauce. It didn't happen because I'm so strong, even though I am. You smack 2 balls together. I mean, chat, we've all done that at some point. So I guess that video is relatable to the general population, right? The circle dot trick.
Can you draw this without ever
Is that a cheat sheet?
lifting your pen off the paper?
Really?
Probably not, but I'm going to show you how. I love this trick. When I was a kid, I showed this to everyone, and
okay, let me just try to come up with something before he explains it, right? This just seems impossible, right? But like, okay, where would we start at exactly? So if we start on the outside, come here, we don't lift, like, bro, there's no way to just come to the middle like this. So I'm gonna guess that he's gonna start in the middle somehow and then do the outside. What if he pokes through the paper? No, it doesn't look like there's a hole in there. Okay, I tried to come up with something, but I can't.
Thought that I was not weird. Here's how you do it. Grab a sheet of paper and a marker.
Right.
Begin with the dot. Now maintain.
So I was right about him beginning with the dot. That is 1 point right there for me.
Maintain contact with the paper and stop thinking in 2 dimensions. Grab the corner of the page and fold it into the dot. Now,
oh my gosh.
With the paper, move on to the back of the page.
Wow. Yeah, now this is one of those things where it's like, damn, how did you not think of that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's always those things that you're just like, damn, am I really that dumb? But no, it's just thinking outside the, it's outside the box in this case, outside the paper, literally.
The back of the page, coming up here.
On the back of the paper.
Back onto the front of the page.
Wow.
The paper flat and complete the ring.
Yo, and now we got fresh chi-chis. Let's go. Okay.
Can you?
Why you look so depressed, bro? Yo.
Ring.
He's like, yay! And then he's like, what am I doing? I'm a grown-ass man drawing chi-chis, bro. Yo, I didn't know that trick, though. This is actually teaching me something. At the end, smile, turn off the camera. Yo, to be honest, this is like probably all YouTubers, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta put up some type of thing for the camera, whatever. I mean, I don't be acting too off as I do in real life. Yeah, I'm a little exaggerated, for sure. But I'm still the same me, just cracking stupid jokes or whatever, no matter what. But yeah, definitely when I cut off the camera, I do not like talking, bro. I'm cool, bro. I just want to relax. So if you guys saw certain cuts and shit, you probably think I'm depressed too, bro. How to make galinstan.
Some galinstan.
Galinstan.
Unlike mercury, galinstan is not...
That doesn't look like it's healthy to put on your hand, bro.
...is not toxic. And it's a liquid at room temperature, unlike gallium, which is solid up until about 30 Celsius. You have to hold this for a while before it starts getting drippy. No. You deserve a metal that is almost always wet.
I mean, I love that. You know what I'm saying?
I need this magnifying sheet. It's a bit floppy, but I can just whip out my tools and build it a sturdy frame. The lens can focus the sun's energy enough to easily melt tin. And that's great because by weight, galinstan is 10%.
Yo, this will always amaze me, bro, how the sun ray is able to literally melt something if it's just completely focused on it.
Melt tin. And
that's crazy to me.
By weight, galinstan is 10% tin, 20% indium, the only element you can safely chew like bubblegum, and 70% gallium.
Hell?
To speed things up,
I wouldn't want to chew that though. That looks like it's gonna mess up your teeth in some way. Your enamel.
Safely chew like bubblegum.
Maybe not.
70% gallium. To speed things up, I used my lens to melt the metals down. They began to amalgamate. Their respective atoms all get in each other's way, frustrating crystallization. So instead of melting at 232, 156, or 30, galinstan melts at just 11. I froze some gallium and some galinstan in my freezer, and watch this. After just a few minutes, the gallium was still solid, but the galinstan was a nice, shiny mirror soup.
It just stays like that even after you freezes it? That's cool, bro. Yeah, chat, this is definitely not my strong suit. I don't even know this fucking element, chemical, whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, this is super nice though. I like how Vsauce toolkit is literally a bunch of Lego Technics parts. Vsauce chewing India will never get old. Chat, is that really safe to chew though, bro? Yes, you can physically chew pure India metal as it is exceptionally soft, similar to a slightly stale stick of gum or refrigerated milk dud. So basically me. While it is often cited as the only metal safe enough to chew, it is generally advised against for several reasons. This is what I was looking for. Okay, why is it by tooth that? You see, I told you guys. Literally, while software metal chewing indium is not good for your teeth and can damage enamel, I literally, bro, I guessed it, bro. I'm a genius. Toxicity and health risk, while generally considered low in toxicity, it is not meant for consumption. Yeah, definitely. Indium is not metabolized by the body, and accidental ingestion can cause gastrointestinal irritation. Yeah, so basically don't do that at home, chat. A two-sided polygon possible?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2?
Where's 7?
1? Why don't we ever learn about Digons and monogons? Well, it's because they're impossible, right? No.
That's true. Wait. I didn't even think about that. That's true. We only learn about triangles, squares, pentagon, hexagon, and you know, pentagon, hexagon are based on 5, 6 sides. So what is the 1 or 2 sides? Is it possible? Is it not?
And monogons. Well, it's because they're impossible, right?
My niggas.
No. Real eyes realize that you and I walk around on Digons and monogons every day. What? But Big Flat tells us that 2 straight lines can only meet at no points, 1 point, or every point. A Digon, a polygon where 2 straight lines meet at 2 points, that could only happen if the line's curved, then it wouldn't be a polygon. But what if the lines don't curve? What if instead the space they inhabit curves? This line is straight. A 2-dimensional observer would agree that it never turns, but unbeknownst to them, the line does curve into a higher space. I
mean, to me, it looks like it's curvy right here. So am I tripping for that? Like, you guys see what I'm seeing? It like kind of, I mean, not significantly, but you know, I can see a little curve right there.
It does curve into a higher spatial dimension beyond their comprehension. Add another straight line sharing those vertices and you've got a spherical loon, and it's a true 2-sided polygon, but it's only possible in spherical geometry. On top of that, the hemisphere you live on is a monogon, a one...
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I was about to say, like, okay, so is he saying that the Earth is technically a monogon? Like, we're literally in a monogon right now?
On a one-sided polygon. Its one and only side is any spherically straight line you can draw on the globe, a great circle. 6, 5...
Wow, I didn't even think about it that way, chat. But he's right. Like, literally, if you go around the Earth in any way, in any which direction, you just make a full circle. It's just technically one side. You know, there's not different sides to the fucking Earth. Wow, I didn't even think about it that way. A 0-sided polygon is just a gon. Just a gon. It's all fun and games until Vsauce teaches us some negative gons. Yo, negative gons would be crazy. I mean, would that even exist at all? I built an emordnilap machine. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to watch anyways.
If you spell drawer backwards, you get a reward. But if you spell repaid backwards, you get a diaper. If a word doesn't change when its spelling is reversed, we call it a palindrome. But if, when reversed, it becomes an entirely new word, it's not called a palindrome. It's called an emordnilap.
Okay. I mean, I know what that is, you know, but I didn't know the actual term for it. You know, when when the letters are flipped and there's a completely different word. I didn't know it was called this.
New word? It's not called a palindrome.
Palindrome.
It's called an emordnilap. And this is my emordnilap palindrome machine.
So wait, the emordnilap is literally just palindrome backwards. So hence, I mean, that's actually perfect, the definition of it, if that makes sense.
Machine. When it comes to wordplay, I am an avid diva. But
Diva.
I've never really been happy with my demonstrations of them. They're always kind of messy. For years,
Okay.
I've dreamt of a way to reverse physical letters with just one clear motion that doesn't also flip the letters upside down. Now, my first idea was a kind of Ferris wheel with weighted letters that always hung right side up. But I was not about to ride gravity's coattails on this one, not for something this personal. So
Yeah, what the heck? Now I really want to know the mechanics behind this, because this is amazing right here.
for something this personal.
Like wait, maybe it's the gears or something. I don't know what's spinning though.
So instead, I devised a two.
And then it stops.
Notice that when connected like this, these larger gears all turn together. Now that means that if I keep any one of them oriented how I want, the others will stay that way too. I was
that's
getting
how-
close to finally realizing my dream of showing with a single
What the
simple
heck?
flourish that, for example, Margaret would be a beautiful name for a billion kilograms of
Terragram.
mass. The next
That looks like the boy Terra Green. Shout out Terra Green.
The next problem was figuring out how to stick these magnetic letters on the plastic gears. Glue,
Okay.
maybe tape? Get real. I want something that makes me say, wow. I don't want
Wow.
the gears to get all sticky and messed up, and I want easily switching letters to be a challenge that can be won now. So I
So yeah, that's just straight magnets.
decided to use some magnets I found in a tube that said don't touch. They were so strong, they could stick on by just tugging each other across a gear.
What?
But I needed clearance
Let's
in the
see.
back for that to happen. Luckily, a single double bushing was all it took. Speaking of double, if you're expecting twins, why not give them a pair of names that are emordnilaps? Like
That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually high IQ play right there. You think about it. But it just depends. It depends on what the emordnilap is, because if it's something crazy, like it spells Diddy or something like, all right, let's calm down here. You know what I'm saying? But then what would that be? Diddy, did it? I don't fucking Anyways, you get the point. But that would be super cool, bro. Like, oh yeah, we're twins. My name is a emordnilap of my twin. So we twins.
give them a pair of names that are
Wow.
emordnilaps, like Cassie and
Cassie.
Isaac.
Ah.
Or
I mean, this will work if it's a boy and girl, but if it's a girl, girl. I mean, you could name anybody anything, but Isaac seems to be a boy name, right?
Isaac, Noel and Leon.
Noel,
or
Leon,
Iris and Siri. And also
that's good.
Harper Lee's first name, Nell, was given to her in backwards
Nell?
honor of her grandmother.
And
whose
Ellen.
name was Ellen. When it was all done, I finally
Yo, that's actually so fire, though. I like that.
in backwards honor of her grandmother, whose name was Ellen. When it was
Wow.
all done, I finally had a contraption that could demonstrate emordnilaps that were as sweet as desserts without getting stressed. I can also remind people that if a leveler does a bad job, they will be asked to re-level.
Re-level.
Ultimately, I put 11 gears on my machine, which is enough to spell abophobia.
Abophobia.
The fear of palindromes. If
The fill up palindrome. You get it, chat? Because it didn't change. It was the same way. So he got scared. You get it, right? You better fucking get it. Anyways, whoever came up with the idea to name emordnilaps by spelling palindrome backwards is an absolute genius. I mean, yeah, that is the point of an emordnilap, is to be the opposite, the literal opposite of palindrome. So it honestly makes sense, but that is genius. Instead of just like calling it something else, you know? The end genuinely scared me. Yeah, he just screamed in my ear, and that almost scared the shit out of me, but I was kind of ready for it. I just realized the word palindrome isn't a palindrome, but the word emordnilap is an emordnilap. That's true, huh? I didn't think about that. Whoever came up with all these phobia names was a real dickhead, but I respect the hustle. The moon is leaving?
If you applied a coat of paint to the bottom of your shoes every single day, one coat on top of the other every morning, you would leave Earth just as quickly as our moon is leaving us.
Wait. What you mean, bro? You mean like we're gonna be able to fly into space, or we're just not gonna be here no more? What's happening?
Every day, the moon moves about 1/10 of a millimeter away from Earth. It's 3.8 centimeters further away from us every year. That's about the length of an AirPod.
Isn't it the same kind of with the sun too, or no?
The moon is leaving us because the world is turning. The moon's gravity causes the Earth to slightly bulge, but because the Earth rotates in the same direction as the moon's orbit, the bulge tugs on the moon, speeding it up. And the faster something moves tangentially to a gravitational pull, the more successfully it escapes that gravity and the further out it orbits.
What the fuck? I didn't even know that. That's crazy, bro.
It escapes that gravity and
Earth got a nice bulge.
the further out it orbits. The moon's equal and opposite pull on the bulge slows down Earth's rotation. And if the Earth and moon survive the death of our sun 5 billion years from now, 45 billion years after that, they will be tidally locked to each other. For half
Really?
of the moon will appear permanently fixed to a point in the sky, and the other half will never see the moon again.
Well, I guess we hope we don't see that time. Because then what? That basically means it's just never... Whoa, the sun would be dead too. So would there be a daytime at all? I'm confused on that point. I don't know. To be honest, this is one of the most normal Vsauce shorts that he posts. You guys think so? As an immortal, this sounds like a serious problem. Fuck you mean as an immortal, bro? Mirrors and the fourth dimension.
Mirrors do not show us a fourth dimension, but they do...
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who wants to see my ball?
But they do show us what a fourth dimension could do to us. First, notice that some things are the same as their mirror image, but
Right.
some things are not. These two shapes...
Wait, what? Why is this different? Hold on, I need to see this again.
But some things are not. These two shapes are similar,
Wait.
but they cannot be rotated to look identical, to be superimposable on each other. This is called being chiral. A chiral shape and its mirror image are called enantiomorphs. These two shapes are enantiomorphs in 2 dimensions. No amount of 2-dimensional rotations will ever make them superimposable. To do that, I'll need to smash one of them inside out, turn it into its own mirror image, or rotate it in a third higher dimension. If I place a sticker here and face that side away from me, notice that the mirror inverts the object just like a rotation through a higher dimension can.
That's true, bro.
The mirror inverts the object just like a rotation through a higher dimension can.
Wow, wait, I gotta see this again. It's an inverse,
Like
wait.
a rotation through a higher dimension can. The side of the real object that's furthest from me becomes the side of the virtual object that's closest to me. So what would it look like if I was rotated around a plane in a fourth spatial dimension?
Bro, are you good? Are you smoking?
Plane in a fourth spatial dimension and then brought back?
Oh.
I would look like that.
You look scary, my boy. You know what? I'm starting to believe this really is how to basic. Like, I see the personalities connecting right here. This is why narcissists died looking at his reflection for so long. Not because he was obsessed with himself, but because he was contemplating the 4th dimension. That would make sense. Michael is officially a 4th dimension being from Interstellar. Michael has been suspiciously obsessed with mirrors lately. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't grasp completely to the concept of the whole mirror thing. I had to do my own research on that, but it was interesting regardless. The most irresponsible thing I own.
Years now runs a company called Wask, and they made these. They look exactly like do not eat silica gel packets, but inside, well, they're actually filled with candy.
Yo, that's actually genius. No. That's actually a genius marketing idea. I don't know if this was just a whole ad for his friend's business, which was, this would be an absolute W from Vsauce because this was a perfect way to do it. But wow. I'm surprised nobody thought about that way sooner, bro. I mean, I don't know when was this video taken? It was posted in 2023, so kind of it's a while ago, but still, that's literal genius right there. Like, do not eat things, but make it edible. Yeah.
Filled with candy.
Oh my gosh.
Now, is this irresponsible to have around? Is it a work of art? Is
It's
it
a work of
comment
art for sure.
on humanity's fragility and desires?
That is a fact.
Yes.
It definitely is a take on our fragility and desires, you know, because we just cannot listen to directions for shit. Yep, that's just how humans are, man. Plot twist, there is one actual silica gel packet in there to keep humidity levels low. Yo, silica roulette. Oh, hell no. That would be funny as hell, but not funny at the same time because those lawsuits would be crazy. Which letter is never silent?
The worst alphabet book ever.
P is for pterodactyl, the worst alphabet book ever. All the letters that misbehave and make words nearly impossible to pronounce. I think I'm reading that right. My eyes can't see that.
What P is for pterodactyl calls itself. For each letter, the example word is terrible, usually because it begins with the right letter, but the letter is silent. For example, A is for isle.
Isle.
K is for night. D is for Djibouti.
Whose booty? My booty? What you?
Djibouti.
No, it's not.
Is for you.
You.
In English, every letter is silent, sometimes, except for one, V.
Vsauce. That's a word. Nah, but for real though. Okay, very voluptuous. Volume. I'm trying to think of anything that would be silent. No, I can't think of one word like off the top of my head that V is silent in.
Bread, climb,
Bread, climb,
indict, handkerchief, imagine, fifth, gnaw, rhyme, business, marijuana, night.
So basically all this is proving that the English language is way more complicated than it has to be. Yep, that's all I'm seeing.
Knife,
Marijuana,
mnemonic, autumn,
Mnemonic.
jeopardy, pneumonia, lacquer, forecastle, island,
listen,
build,
Ew.
wrist,
Wrist.
faux pas, prayer, rendezvous.
Okay, but wrist is kind of weird because
Listen, build, wrist.
wrist, I mean, it still kind of sounds like you're saying the W a little bit, but I get it. It just sounds like wrist, you know, but it's wrist. It could still just be R-I-S-T.
Faux pas, prayer,
Faux pas.
rendezvous.
Okay, yeah, rendezvous always like, that's like the main one that made it seem so useless of Z, bro. Rendezvous.
The closest V ever got to being silent is in 2017 when the President of the United States tweeted this word, Kofefi? This is what the book does for V.
What the fuck was that? What was this? Kofefi?
This is what the book does for V.
V is for 5. 5. Yeah, that pronounces it. That's rookie stuff. In sign language, every letter is silent. Bro, that's insane, bro. He ain't lying, though. All right, chat. That's enough Vsauce, bro. I really enjoyed these videos. I see why you guys want me to react to this guy. Super entertaining. Hope you guys like it. If you guys did like it, make sure you guys go subscribe to him. And yeah, chat, let me know what else you guys want to react to and stuff. I actually posted a different type of video just yesterday on talking about like dumb things kids do in schools and stuff. I do want to start doing different videos like that. So if you guys have suggestions on like topics you guys would just want me to talk about, and mostly keep it general, you know, not like too niche or whatever, because, you know, I do want the potential for it to do good on the channel. But yeah, chat, let me know your thoughts and suggestions in the comments. Love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting every video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.